we doing, my friends? Another great day. Another great day. Another great day for battles. Hope you guys are conquesting on. Hope you guys are continuing to conquest yourself and other things around you. Hope you guys had a nice weekend. Hope you guys had a nice Father's Day. And today obviously is Tuesday, but I'm missing it by a day, but it's okay. Hope you guys are doing well. All right, so anyway, let's do some shout outs here, and then we're going to talk about a different topic today. We're going to talk about exercise, youth, and semen retention. So let's go ahead and do some shout outs here. And let's see, who do I got that I was going to shout out to? Hold on for 1 second. Bob Cool, thank you, my friend. Jonathan Snyder, Zesphirous Network, says I remind him of soccer star Andre Gergeric from France. Well, I appreciate that, my friend. I think he's a really good player, but I appreciate that. So thank you so much. Reg44, consultations. Yes, I'm a couple things I'm trying to do, guys. We're trying to go ahead and set up, I got a camera and different things. I'm trying to set up some way to do live streams and do some consulting work with you guys to kind of help you guys. So I'm going to try to do that stuff because I know a bunch of people have been asking about that, and I'm happy to go ahead and try to help you guys with some of that stuff. Truth Broadcasting Station, thank you. Rotten Brain TV, Kamil, Son, thank you. Soulitaire Records Officiel, HVD4, thank you. Mark Anthony, day 68, congratulations. Congratulations, my friend, keep going. John Jennings, the man of distinction, I love that word, great. Cryton Algarre, keep going, my friend, keep going. Marcel Horton and Giovanni, thank you guys for your shout out. Shout out to you guys, and thank you guys for your comments and all the things that we do with subscriptions, comments, all the things that help us kind of get this station moving ahead. All right, so our topic today is going to be exercise. A couple of different ones. Clint was asking about swimming, and then also Gilyum just talked about the fact that we've talked about women's attraction, but we're going to move away from women's attraction for the moment, and we're going to talk about exercise and other types of benefits that we have when it comes to semen retention and all the ideas about the Fountain of Youth stuff from Kelder and all the stuff that we've been dealing with. So let's kind of focus on this a little bit. Gilyum had said that your performance also suffers when you actually release, and he's exactly right. The whole idea, the whole key is to be strong when it comes to your overall presence that you are. And when it comes to your energy, when it comes to all the things that you're doing, you need to have all your nutrients, all your energy. Now, we talk about this again because you remember in the Fountain of Youth from Kelder, we talk about the chakras, and whether you believe the chakras or not, we are all made of energy. And because we're all made of energy, we have to kind of realize that we've got to keep that energy going in some kind of fashion. And that's why we do exercises. And when it comes to semen retention, exercises is also very helpful. Now, the Fountain of Youth stuff, when we talked about the 6th exercise, which is actually your semen retention exercise, and we've kind of done this, so go back and please look at some of the videos that we did on the Fountain of Youth exercises. I did one recently over a few months ago, so we might be able to take a look at that and see, and I can always do an extra one, another one we need to, but and I'll show you the book the next time I can get a chance as well. But those exercises help you move that energy around your system. The energy chakras that we talk about are all in the middle of the body. And that makes sense because when we talk about Pilates in the past, we've talked about the core, all those things come together to be strong. If you're strong, midsection is strong, your back is strong, you're not having the issues as you get older, you're going to become stronger throughout. And when it comes to, obviously you don't want to release, but if you're talking about procreation and having a intimate type of situation, and when you want to, your body is also be very strong with that as well. And that sexual vitality is very necessary. You got to have sexual energy to do this stuff, and that's a big type of way to get there is through exercising. We talk about a lot of things that we focus on. Swimming is a great exercise, and I think Clint was also asking about the turns, and my kids did swimming years ago, and they were in different types of competitions and things like that. And the flips, I think, do help you. I'm not sure if they help you as much as the first, right, where you're spinning around. because you don't have the continual spin. But I think anything like that, and certainly the exercise of swimming, is one of the best things you can do. I still swim every so often. I try to get in the pool and kind of do some laps, and I love doing that kind of stuff. Exercise is great for you. I think that when it comes to all kinds of exercise, it's important. Now, obviously, if you're exercising and you're releasing, you're not going to be as strong. And so I think Gilyum had talked about the fact that he was going to go on a run, and he doesn't really want to go on a run because he's not going to be the same when his performance is down. And we've known this, Warriors, for years. You look at boxing and boxers and sports athletes, they're basically told, don't go ahead and release, especially the day before the performance or the game or the boxing match. I remember the story about Mike Tyson where he retained for 5 years, and during that period of time he was a maniac. I mean, he's still a maniac now. He's probably still retaining at times, but 5 years and he was retained. Now, funny it is, ironically, is when he started losing and when he started not having the same kind of success is when he started having girlfriends and all this kind of stuff. And I think her name was Robin Gibbons or something like that. But he had struggled because all of a sudden he obviously started releasing. And you could tell that. So the body is very in tune. This is why we talk about brahmacharya wrestlers, and there's a good videos on those. If you get a chance to look at those, I can't remember the title, but they talk about the wrestlers who celibacy is a huge issue for them. Their strength, their life force comes from all the types of, keeping energy, all those things that get themselves stronger. And what they're doing is they're using that energy to build their muscles to become stronger and stronger. And that's why, Warriors, it's important to hold on to your energy. It's very easy with the common market we have now where we're talking about advertisements and women walking around with, especially in the United States, with no clothes on, half their clothes on. It's a very interesting type of thing. It's very hard to keep that level of, hold on to your energy level. It's very difficult to do that. So when you're looking at this, it's important to recognize that exercise and retention have a huge connection to them. And the key, as Clint's talking about and Gilyum's talking about, is hold on to your energy. If you hold on to your energy, you're going to be stronger. And therefore, any kind of exercise you're doing is great. Now, what I do in the morning is, and we'll talk about dieting and everything else later on, because we'll do another exercise, another video talking about other things you can do to benefit semen retention. But when it comes to actually exercising, here are some things that I actually do in the morning. So I actually do the 6 rites of Keller, talking about the fountain of youth types of things. So I do that, and then I have a medicine ball. I have a big ball, and I try to stretch on the ball. And I also go ahead then and do weight training. Do some kind of weight training. 3 times a week I do the weight training. I do a lot of push-ups and those type of things. Now, it's helped me. And as I said, my story goes back to 1998 when I had played football in high school and college, and by the time I was in my 30s, probably around 35, 36, somewhere around that category, I was not in good condition. I probably had some parts of my arthritis in me. I had a lot of problems. I didn't have any knee injuries, fortunately, but legs and hands and arms, and I just didn't feel very good about myself. And I started doing these Keller Fountain of Youth stuff, and until I did the semen retention stuff, now it's all kicked into me. But I was very successful for many years, just kind of keeping the status quo. And it's always ironic to me, as you guys mentioned to me in doing these exercises, that I look around late 30s, early 40s, right? It's probably a lot of it's beard. Someone mentioned if I took the beard off, and there are and I don't know if I actually have any pictures, but there are some pictures, probably some videos with me without a beard, and I probably do look a lot younger than that even. But a lot of it's because of my mind. It's the exercises. It's doing those exercises. That's very important to me. And so it's funny that that's about the time period I stop. And so in a sense, what I feel has happened, and I'm going to be 62 in June 25th. So This happened, what, in 25 years ago, something like that. So it makes sense. It's about the right time, right? Late 30s, early 40s. So what I'm actually kind of doing is that I'm getting younger in some ways, but what I'm doing with this, in my opinion, is slowing down the aging process with these exercises. Now, along with these things, I also obviously do the weight training, and I think you continue building muscles. So in the morning, I end up getting up. I take a cold shower first. Now, someone also asked me about the Fountain of Youth exercises and cold showers. Well, I never take a cold shower after the exercises, because to my mind, I think the book talks about that even, that kind of negates some of the effects of the exercises. So what I end up doing is I do the shower first. I take a cold shower and wake up. It's very revitalizing to me. And then I end up doing the exercises, and I hopefully I get the full benefits. I haven't seen difference, and I've been doing cold showers since I started this streak. And I know Semen asked me about this the other day, or yesterday it was. I think I'm past 3 years with no FAP and no release and things like that. So I'm at the point where the cold showers haven't affected me that much either. And some of you guys still think I look pretty young. So I think it's a case where I use a lot of different types of things that I found. I drink a lot of green tea. We'll talk about diet at one point as well. That's a major type of thing to do. I do intermittent fasting. So my wife and I, we fast from 10 at night, or I'm sorry, 8 at night to 12 next day, 16-hour fast. And that seems to work. As I get older, I seem to need less and less, and I think that's important as well. So, but yes, exercise I think is crucial. And Clint, swimming is one of the best things you can do. Continue doing that. And Gilyum, you're exactly right. The less that you release, the better off you're going to be in anything. I believe that's the case when it comes to having your charisma. I believe that's the case when it comes to attracting opportunities, attracting women, and making yourself the best high-value man you can be. That masculine male who is very high value. And we talk about the things that are important, right? Having confidence. The confidence comes from keeping your semen within yourself, all right? I believe that's the first step, because it gives you self-control. And now you can control other areas of your life. You can do fasting. You can do exercise. You can do a regimen system. The winners, the high-value men, in my opinion, have systems. They work in systems. So for instance, for like working out, you have a system for working out. You work out 6 to 7 days a week, but only 3 days you do the weight training. The other ones are the Kelder. I do the Kelder exercises every day. I do 21 of them each day. I do a little bit more of the spinning. I do about 50 in the spinning. And I know we've talked about the whirling dervishes going the other way and all that, but I believe this is the right way because it's helped me since 1998. So to me, I still feel very youthful. And so until that stops, I'm going to continue doing it. My goal has been to get longevity, and that's what I'm trying to do. And the other goal is to get obviously closer to God. And I believe the more you're on the streak, the more spiritual you get, and the less you think about the worldly things, the material things, and the more you focus on the actual, things of God and spirit. And I think that's important. All right, so my friends, I hope I have helped with this one a little bit, Clint and Gilyum. I think you're exactly right. We don't talk about the exercise more. I'm going to shift off women's attraction for a while. I know you guys are always interested in, and rightly so, because it's really our biggest temptations that we have. Yes, you have problems with the alcohol and drugs, and we have problems with all the other stuff, but it all kind of goes together. And if you can control this aspect of your life, the other aspects get benefits. And I think when it comes to exercising, once you control this one, now you got time for exercises, and you should have goals when it comes to exercising, intellectual things, spiritual things, and you keep going that way too. So, but thank you guys for your comments. I appreciate those. And guys, I always leave you with 2 things. First of all, every day is a new day to a great warrior. And number 2, guys, it's time to get the call, my friends. It's time to battle!